Shavua Tov to everyone. Be'ezrat Hashem. A week from today, we have Rosh Chodesh Elul. By the way, there's a surprise breakfast over here today. I want to say thank you to Simcha for sponsoring it. Leidu Nishmat Chio Ben Bachmal. Baruch Hashem Tenefenu Began Eden. Okay, one important halacha. When person answers Amen, make sure you say it clearly. Amen. Sometimes people rushing, they say Amen, Amen, or they're skipping out and say Amen, Amen. Wrong. Person should be very careful when answers Amen. You should say Amen fully. Number one. Number two, after any Shmona Esrei, doesn't matter which Shmona Esrei, when, after any Kaddish, you finish Kaddish, you put 3 steps back starting from your left leg and you say Oseh Shalom Bimromahu, bending on the left side. Hu Brachama V'Aseh Shalom Aleinu on the right side. V'Akol Amo Yisrael V'Amen to the front. There are some poskim acharonim. They say after some Kaddishim, if it's not Titkaval, if it's Friday night Shmona Esrei, you don't need to put 3 steps back. The Awaz Yosef says no. Our custom after any Kaddish, after any Shmona Esrei, we put 3 steps back, and this is the halacha. I would like to share something beautiful with you and tell you a good story. My wife asked me yesterday, she said, how can you make a person who's far away instantly get closer to Hashem? I said, I really don't know. Why? Because every person has different knopka, you know? Every person has different button. You can't just work with one way to everybody. Yeah, Rabbi Yosef? So she said one unbelievable thing. She said, if you see somebody's very far, tell him, come here please. Comes to you, say, can you answer Amen on my bracha? You make bracha with kavanah, that person says Amen, you should know, you put the candle on. Inside, instant candle that will burn one day to become Chozeh B'Tshuva, you already turned it on. When you call someone closer to answer Amen on your bracha, you should know the beginning point began. Few months, few years later, this person will become Chozeh B'Tshuva. Make sure though you're doing it properly. Okay. You should know one thing. Every person in life has his own switch. Our job is to take us out of our box and have attention to another person's feelings and try to switch it on. You never know when you're going to turn that person on, and somehow, suddenly, you could turn it on. Just be very careful in life how you act towards others. What happened? There was a Bachur Yeshiva. He was 15-year-old in Israel. He learned in Yeshiva in Yerushalayim. Doesn't go to him. Corona began. One day Yeshiva, one day no Yeshiva, 1 week Yeshiva, 1 week no Yeshiva. He started feeling back, like feeling out, like it's not for me. And anyway, I don't understand Shurim so well. Rabbi gives you for 20 guys, I don't get it. 19 guys get it, and I don't get it, you know. So I said, you know what? Close this Gemara and says, let me go buy something to eat. I'm hungry. He goes downstairs, Makolet, you know, the small store. He goes inside. He bought 4 or 5 cookies, 1 drink. And the guy, the owner of the store, like 45-year-old man, you know, the young man, he says, wow, Tzaddik came, Bachur Yeshiva came. Listen to me. Your Torah will enlighten the world. Look at this Corona. Everybody's dying, Chas v'Shalom. Your Torah, what we're looking for. 10% discount, go get 2 more things, I give you for free. Why? Because of Koach, you're learning Torah. He got these 2 things. He paid for it, went outside, says, wow, my learning Torah is not so simple thing. People think the world is standing on this, and I don't appreciate it. He says, you know what? No, I'll go back. Now he goes back, they said to you, stop, no more shooting 20 guys, capsules, 4. Why? COVID-19. And these 4, you're not allowed to mix with other group. Why? Because we don't want you to spread Corona. So now they locked him up. For 1 week he was learning like this. A week later, he says, you know what? I enjoy learning now. And not only that, the group is not big, and my Torah is value, and I never knew my value myself. This guy said to me this. So he wrote a letter. Dear store owner, I want to say big thank you to you. You know, I was thinking to quit my learning, but you gave me such a light, such inspiration. I'm sitting to learn 1 more year just because of your zechut. He takes the letter, goes downstairs to run away from yeshiva because they're not allowed to let anybody go in or not, and he sees the store is closed. There's a white paper on it. Baruch Dayan Ha'emet. This family has Avelut. He says, oh my God, this guy's father or mother passed away. Let me go to their house at least. You know? And he went to different stores. Says, guys, tell me what happened here. He said, unfortunately, the store owner got corona a few days ago, and he passed away. What? He couldn't believe it. He ran back to yeshiva to get permission from the Rosh Yeshiva to go to this guy's house and give him the paper for Avelut, at least to support them with such a with letter. So the Rosh Yeshiva said, I'm sorry, you can't go anywhere. You want? Give me the paper and I'll go to their house and I'll deliver it myself. So he said, please make sure you deliver it. This guy gave me. So Rabbi went to his office, which is not everybody agrees to do that, but he opened the letter to read it. He read the letter, started crying himself. He says, oh my God, this kid wanted to leave yeshiva because this guy is. So he went to the house. He went to the house, put his mask and everything, double mask. Came to the house, they all crying. He says, guys, can you please read this letter? I want you to read this letter. Wife got up and in public started reading. His parents are there, his children are there, siblings are there, brothers, sisters, relatives. And she started reading. She said, look, my husband, he made this kid be back in yeshiva and learn one more year. Because of him, he's going to sit and learn one more year. He looked a light in him that he didn't see himself. Honestly, woman closed the paper. She said, honestly, yesterday night I was thinking with my children,